YouTube, Scipio2. The other day a buddy of mine said, I bet you can't put a set of pins in less than 10 minutes. That's just not doable. Well, let's see how this works. Here's what we got. It's a KNS Precision non-rotational trigger and hammer pin Mod 2. Here's what they look like. Little thin dog bones, pair of precision stainless steel ground pins, one for your trigger, one for your hammer, brass push pin, guide sleeve, whatever, 2 Allen screws, and 2 Allen wrenches. This is not a hard job. I've done several of them. Can't say that I've ever timed it, but we're going to see what happens on the proverbial clock. So open up your parts, don't lose your screws. I see one's trying to get away from me already. Take your trigger pin, which with these KNS pins is the threaded one. Doesn't matter which end, the little provided brass pusher. Thread that dude on there. Get you a regular punch. Gonna start with the trigger pin. Now I've got the gun, obviously it's safe, you know, there's not even an upper on it and all that. And I've got it sitting in a mag block on a small vise just to help hold it up. What you want to do is push this first pin out just a little bit to get it started. There you go, like so. Hopefully this doesn't make a liar of me. The brass pusher piece, thread it into the trigger pin. Use that to push the old one through. Sometimes you can do it completely by hand, sometimes you may need a hammer. I've also found that it helps if you wiggle it a little bit, and by wiggle it I mean grabbing the trigger down here with your forefinger and thumb and just kind of giving a little wobble wobble. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Voila. That trigger pin's out. Take the back side of the punch. We'll go ahead and push this flat. Ooh, hello. That's a little stiff. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that's seated, and you heard that solid click, I imagine. So anyway, so that dude is in there. Once it's in there, there are springs that semi kind of hold it in place. Unthread the little leader dude from the back. He's good. Get one of your supplied Allen keys. Like I said, they come with 2 of them that are perfect for their little Allen screws. Set that on there. And then here's the dog bones. I don't know, I call them dog bones. They make several different versions of these in colors, and some are solid. I like these thinner ones, but you know, shooter's choice, whatever. On the back side, there's a little keyway there. That keyway, this is basically what makes it non-rotational. The trigger pin will be locked into place by the screws. The hammer pin, you can catch that, has like a flat blade slot to it almost. That corresponds with this groove cut into the back. So once it's all clamped down, it can't rotate. And that's supposed to speed up and smooth up the operation and la-di-da-di-da. So all good things. All good things. But anyway, I'm on the clock here, so let me not lollygag too much, y'all. And I apologize ahead of time if there's something that I don't thoroughly explain enough or you have a question about. By all means, drop that down below. Now, when you're tightening this up to start with, don't lock it all the way down because you're going to need it to move a little bit. So just kind of finger tight it up a little bit and you'll be alright, I promise. Going on to the next one, it can also be a little tricky sometimes. Again, you'll find that these get looser with use, and that's, you know, that's okay, but that's part of why you're replacing them, right? Yeah, this one's going to be a tight one. This gun's not that old, although she's got a few rounds through her. Good gun, by the way. But let's see if that helps any. No, not so much. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay it on its side. Hopefully this stays in the shot here. Alright, I'm going to get me a little mallet, and we're going to give it some love taps to get her started. Again, using that same punch, just going to give her a few taps to get it going. There we go. Hopefully that's enough. So it doesn't take much just to get it started, because what you're going to do, We back in the shot here? Okay. It's just started. You're going to take the pin and try to use the pin as the guide. Or the pusher, I guess. Not so much the guide. But the pusher to push the other pin or the old pin out. Oh, that's being rather difficult. Uh-oh. We may not be able to beat 10 minutes. I may be buying somebody a round of beers here, kids. That went a little further than I'd like it to. Because what happens is the springs in there, you'll lose position on them. The hammer spring itself has a set of grooves that the springs that cause it or operate it function on. Let's see here. Little love tap. Who said a hammer can't fix all your woes, right? Very lightly. Very lightly. We're not going at it real hard. Look at there, look at there, look at there. That was a thing of beauty. Alright, are we still in the shot here? I'm sorry, I'm wibble wobbling. I'm sure YouTube's going to tell me they noticed the movement in my video. Anyway, here's the hammer pin. You see it's got these grooves, right? There's 3 of them. Those catch on springs. So as you're sliding it through, you're popping off of each of those and popping on to the new one or whatever. So sometimes it's a little stubborn. As you saw, I actually had to put my persuader to work. But nonetheless, we got it done. Now I'm going to rotate this pin, hopefully till it lines up with the keyway here. I may have over-rotated it there a little bit. Oops. Trying to keep this semi in the camera shot. So I apologize if I'm hands in the way, my big paws or whatever. Ah, there it goes. So anyway, so now that one's on. Give myself another turn or two here. That should help keep that dog bone from coming off. And what you're going to do is take the other dog bone, which obviously goes on the other side, the other set screw for that, put that through there, get the other Allen key, and you're going to start this one on the other side, which I assure you looks just like this side here. Promise. You're not missing anything over here. Alright, once you get it started, you grab the second Allen key and you're going to rotate and counter rotate to double tighten both dog bones into place. And like I said, those counter rotating screws are what keep it from rotating, and by it I should say the pins. I'm trying to raise on me. KNS is kind enough to put some Loctite on there for you. Fortunately it's the blue stuff, not the nasty red stuff, so it makes it a little tight. But anyway, there they are. They don't have to be super commando He-Man strength torqued down or whatever, but you know, you want them snug definitely. Pardon me, that's my phone ringing. Anyway, what's our time? Oh, just under 9 minutes. That's done, folks. That's done. We'll pop it off the mag block here. Let you see it up close. One set of KNS Mod 2 non-rotational pins installed with me yapping and a slight bit of problem in under 9 minutes. But there they are. There's what they look like from the top down. You see there's just a little bit of air gap on the one side, but you know, they are snugged down, and those pins will not rotate or move awkwardly or anything like that. They are forever staying in place. Put a couple drops of oil on it down in the trigger pocket there, and you are golden. Told you, nothing to it. Hey, again, like I said, I kind of speeded through that. If you got questions, if you got comments, if you know a better way of doing it, hey, let me know. Share it with us. We're all here to learn a little something. In the meantime, God bless, take care, be well.